they can be any guy coming from the former states or independent states of the Soviet. And we brought a map here, so where we see that the former nations, or they become independent after the Soviet fall, and these guys, all these countries, you see, all these regions, these Muslims, and this is Turkey here, and this is here, all these countries, or even Europe, and even USA, any Muslim, any jihadist is invited to Syria to carry the holy war al jihad against the minorities in Lebanon, in Syria, in Greater Syria, in Iraq. They are called, and the Americans are supporting this plan. This is all to achieve Greater Israel, and they can have millions of troops. These are all flags of the these. We have the all these countries: Kazakhstan, Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan. You see these guys, people. So these are jihadists, of course, Sunni Muslims and jihadists. Anyways, we go back here, and the fall of the Soviet, and we know that these jihadists, they took out the Russians in Afghanistan. So Israel warns of more attack if Lebanon does not disarm. So Hezbollah say we won't disarm until Israel leaves Lebanon. Israel warns of more strikes if Hezbollah not disarmed. Israel will Friday, it will keep striking Lebanon. So they have been striking Lebanon all the time, although not very intense like in Gaza, because they don't have a justification to do that, because Hezbollah is not fighting back. They want Hezbollah surrendering and giving up the weapons. And in Lebanon, you don't have anything else. The Lebanese army too weak, even to control the country, the little country, because Lebanon is like a lot of different groups, and they want to have every group is not they feel they need to have a backup from somewhere, and this Hezbollah, they have the backup from Syria, and when Syria was taken down by these jihadists because of the Israeli bombings and the American sanctions, they uh, they feel that Hezbollah is very weak now because they cannot have supplies from Syria, because Syria is the one gonna attack these guys. So even the Kurds are giving up weapons to Turkey in Iraqi Kurdistan. PKK fighters destroy weapons. So nearly 800 Palestinians killed trying to access food in Gaza. So let's see here what we were checking here. 120 killed in Gaza. This is yesterday. They start counting 12 o'clock. Count. They are killing like 100 each day. This is they are increasing the killing. So this is July. So this is it's very hard to July 12. Let's see if we have July 11. This is yesterday, I believe. Yeah. So this 6 hours ago, Israeli killed 100 Palestinians in Gaza. So yeah. Israeli forces killed 120 Palestinians in Gaza. Israeli forces killed at least 100 Palestinian attacks across Gaza. So nobody can stop these guys, and they're gonna do the same stuff to Lebanon. Of course, they will not give up the weapon. Otherwise, they'll be slaughtered. We showed in the previous video how we've been slaughtered in Syria, the minorities, and they are threatening with more attacks. This is the guy gonna do this job, dirty job, and he got the blessing of the American envoy. And then we talked about Al Qaeda and ISIS and these jihadists, how they gathered troops in Syria and they toppled the regime with the help of the Americans and the Israelis. Israelis were being bombing all the time. And we know that the Americans, they have troops inside Syria near the oil, but the area is controlled by the Kurds. And they said to the Kurds, you need to give up your weapons to and join with this guy Al Julani. I see. We know that Kurds and ISIS also have been fighting, and that's why the Americans and the Europeans went into Syria to take out the ISIS. Now they are saying ISIS is our guy. They fooled everybody, and now they're gonna use the ISIS jihadists, the Gog and Magog, in the war against Lebanon. So these are the guys. They don't show the face because they are wanted. They have done a lot of atrocities, and they are going to do more. This is Al Julani. This is Syria's new president. Check this beard, and this is how he was looking, and now he's looking like this. Hello, I promise you, this is the same guy. This is the guy. This is the same guy. This is Syria president. You see how they changed the face, and he was like a jihadist, now like modern. And Syrian new government led by former ISIS commander Ahmed al-Sharia. See? Has reported demanded it be given the Sunni majority city of Tripoli in northern Lebanon. He wants the city because there are Sunnis living there. He wants the city to Syria, to join this to Syria, to occupy the city unless they surrender up to Syria, while relinquishing the Golan Heights. So he said, I give Golan Heights, the occupied Golan Heights to the Israelis, but give me the city of Tripoli in northern Lebanon. This is what he wants. He said, if Israel attacks will not stop if Israel attacks will stop if Hezbollah gives up its weapons. But it didn't stop because they said the Hezbollah is still keeping their weapons. And they had a deal when they killed the leader of Hezbollah, Nasrullah. The war between Israel and Lebanon ended in Lebanon with the USA broke ceasefire, but Israel continues to carry out airstrikes and assassinations throughout Lebanon. Israeli ground forces also occupy 5 points in southern oil country. So yeah, it is. They are gathering troops around, waiting for the green light to start the invasion. This is what I believe. They are saying it like it is. Surrender weapon or be invaded by jihadists Gog and Magog. This is the new leader. Sheikh Naim Qasim, General Secretary of Hezbollah, affirming that resistance and no surrender choice. It is a victory or martyrdom. Lebanon's unity is still intact, and the political movement of Hezbollah will take a new shape in the coming weeks and months. This is the old leader who been assassinated by Israel. And this one also, the second leader was assassinated after this one. So Lebanon President Joseph Aoun stated on Friday, Lebanon has no intention of normalizing relations with Israel. So, not by force, not by threat. Trump is also pressuring both Syria and Lebanon to sign the Abraham deals. This is to confess that Jehovah is the God of the Muslims and the Christians. This is the first. This is a very has to do with the beast and the image of the beast mentioned in the old time. All these countries are already surrendered. UAE, Bahrain, Morocco normalize relation with Israel. So it is about religion, people, not about peace. You say the Holy Quran, God is Jehovah, not Allah. And the Father of Jesus Christ is Jehovah, Yahweh, not Uranus. This is all about the deity. All about the deity. So this guy, of course, he believes in Jehovah. This guy believes in Jehovah. Netanyahu believes in Jehovah, Yahweh. Trump believes in Jehovah, Yahweh. How I don't know this stuff? How I know this stuff? Because it's mentioned in the Bible and in the Holy Quran. And this guy becomes this guy. And then this guy will become this guy again. And then we become this guy. You see, this is a spy. This is an agent. And the guy killed a lot of people. So you don't know. And this is the guy. You see? Now he's becoming putting white, the white. He was putting black before and become white. And he take out the beard and put a mustache instead. This guy, oh my God. So anyways, we were reading here about what is mentioned in the Holy Quran about the Iron Dome, and it is called so here it is. So this is our foreign fighters are Daesh, Chechen. This is Chechenian. This is Chechenians. This is Chechenians. Chechen. But not many knows about this country. This is here in Russia. You see here, Chechnya. This is Russia. This is Gog and Magog people. Georgia. These countries, Dagestan, Georgia is Christians, Armenia Christians, Azerbaijan Muslims, Dagestan, Chechnya, Ingushistan. See, this Caucasian, this is the Gog and Magog people, the Caucasian Jews. Yeah, so we were reading here, just maybe, hopefully, so yeah, stories of the Quran. So it was mentioned that Khalifa al-Watiq sent some messengers with message to different kings to allow them traveling one country to another reach the dam. So the dam here I compared to the dome, the Iron Dome that's supposed to protecting airspace of Israel. And we have supposedly also in each country. So let's read from here, maybe verily, Gog and Magog dig through the dam every day and could see the sun rays. Of course, it is next to the sun, it is up high in the sky. The leader would say, go back and you will finish tomorrow, or the next day they find it as strong as before, till when the appointed term comes and Allah this desire to send them against mankind. So this is actually Allah sending the Gog Magog to Lebanon and Syria and to the Levant to create havoc in order to create greater Israel. So if Allah go back and you'll finish, if next day you'll find as strong as before, when your appointed time comes, Allah desire to send them against mankind. They dig it. They could see the sun rays, and the leaders say, go back and you'll finish tomorrow. If Allah wills, on the next day they'll find they had left the day before and they dig it through, it comes against mankind. They will drink every drop of water they pass by. The people will resort to strong one, and Gog and Magog will throw their arrows. You see, this is the missiles, arrows, towards the sky, and they come back. They go up above the atmosphere. When they come back to them, stained with what looks like blood, and they say, we have defeated the people on earth and those in heaven as well. Because they say, oh, we're going to bomb Iran, we're going to bomb Gaza, we're going to kill all these people. Where is God? There's no God. There's no people in heaven. Otherwise, they would intervene. This is how the Allah, the Holy Quran is explaining the matter. Then Allah the Almighty sends against the worms in their necks and kill them all. This is Allah's message, Gog and Magog. Allah's messenger, peace upon him, by whom in those whose Muhammad's soul rests, living creatures of the earth would go fat and thankful to do, eating their flesh and drinking their blood. So the animals will eat the Gog and Magog army. Also in the Old Testament Bible, the Torah, and in the New Testament, God will go to war with these Gog and Magog, these guys, preparing to do atrocities in the crescent, fertile crescent, and greater Syria or greater Israel as we wish. So God, Allah, He warns about these guys. And this is how we're going to do it. And how we can compare by the Quranic verse, so the Jews and Majush could not scare or dig it. And may Allah be pleased, saying, the Prophet, peace be upon him, once came to a state of fear and said, none has the right to be worshipped Allah. Woe to the Arabs from a danger that has come near. An opening has been made in the wall of Gog and Magog. You remember the war with Iran? We saw how the Iranian missiles penetrated the doom. This is the doom. This is the doom of Gog and Magog. And Israel was attacked with the Iranian missiles. Also here we have a resemblance. The Prophet, oh, Allah has made an opening in the wall of Gog and Magog, because the Iron Dome is not supposedly not allow any missile to penetrate Israel. And the Prophet, peace be upon him, said, Allah has made an opening in the wall of Gog and Magog, people like this, and he's made his hand with the help of his finger. So God's finger penetrated the dome, the Iron Dome. So all there are still guards keeping an eye. It's talking about the Iron Dome, and then it's talking about the location on the northern side, east side of the Earth. This is USA. This is talking about some kind of attack with missiles on the USA. So this is maybe the China, maybe Russia, maybe Iran. I don't think Iran, they have missiles they can reach USA. This is most probably either China or Russia will attack USA very, very soon. This is according, it is written here. North and east side of the Earth, this is USA, Alaska, and they're talking about their air defenses. This is the dam of Gog and Magog. Is actually the air defenses and talking about the missiles and they call it the arrows. So yeah, we have also here. I'm gonna show you a lot of pictures spaceship of King Anu. Then we're gonna check the earthquakes. Most probably something happened while we were making this video. It is non-stop in California. It is non-stop around Greece, the Aegean Sea, near Turkey. It is non-stop uh, in Mount Rainier. This is guy here. This is I was watching. This is President Trump. Look like almost crying. He's talking about, but this guy, you see, I thought this guy has maybe different. I don't know. It's some kind of burn. He was burned, and you see the kind of burning. It's very strange because you cannot have this kind of line here. This is the problem with the skin, most probably. But I never seen anything like that. This guy is white, become red, supposed to be burned, but maybe some other disease. I don't know what it is. Trump looking like sad, very sad. And because the Iran war, and they say, oh, they are threatening Iran to bomb Iran, but if they go back to nuclear, trying to create a nuclear bomb, but instead for that, they could do it like they could finish this stuff right off. Now you're gonna start again. It's boring. Why you didn't do it the first time? I don't know why, but maybe they need to have a rest. You know, if you buy a if you buy like a packet of cigarettes, you have the first one, the first cigarette, and the last cigarette. Especially the first cigarette because you want to smoke, you went and bought a packet, and the last cigarette, you know, it is precious. So first cigarette is like the creation, and the last cigarette is the day of the Lord. Al Maraka Al Kubra, the biggest battle, and yet we have the last cigarette, and that's why the American Israeli went out to buy a cigarette. You want to smoke. Yeah, so this is trying to explain what happened. So here we go back in time. And I believe actually that they didn't succeed in the campaign because they were surprised by Iran missile capabilities, and they could penetrate easy the Israeli airspace. That's what I believe. So this is all I showed you, the spaceship of King Anu. This is also this one is the 2nd of August. It's July, sorry. And all this stuff is nothing, people, because we are talking about earthquakes. We remember Texas, the floods, and President Trump was blamed. He has problem inside America. He was blamed for cutting the money to help these guys working with the weather prediction and stuff like that. So 100 because they were not warned. And now we have earthquakes, and the experts talking about Yellowstone, they say nothing to worry, zero chance of eruption. So were these guys talking about the weather before Texas floods? They were not. This is the first, because they are just like speculating, just like me. I'm not saying Yellowstone will pop off. I'm not saying that, but it is surely looking like we're going that path, people. And this all this nonsense with new wars planning, just to it will happen suddenly. Nobody will be noticing. And then it is finished, people. More or less, the 1st of August, 1st of July. You have seen this one. I Remember, I showed you these guys, this picture. See here how it's looking. You see the invisible part. So it went behind the extraction, leaving some trace behind. And then it went out, and then it went here, then went here, and went here, up, and up here. And then here, this is spaceship of Keanu the Most High. You see how it's doing, leaving some kind of, this is the whole body. And it is elastic, going like up and then going down, sharp angle. And this is here about the building. You have seen all these guys, all these pictures. And this is 7th of July. I believe you've seen these ones as well. Yeah, you have seen this one. I remember I showed you this one. These are old. But this one you are not seeing. The 10th of July, 2 days ago, and 3 days ago. So this is here. And this is here. Yeah, this is was posted in my previous video. So sorry about that. This is you have seen also. Looking white here. See? And here. And here. And here it starts. This is a new picture here, 11th of July. You see, this is Spaceship of King Anu. I made it big for you to see it. We have this one as well here. And this one. And this one. This one is very nice. So yeah, I talk and I like speculate, but what's gonna happen? And I read from the Holy Quran, the Holy Bible. We know that Gog and Magog are the Russians, and these are coming from the former Russian states, Chechnya, Turkmenistan, Afghanistan, Pakistan. Not Pakistan, Afghanistan. I don't know. They were never Russians, but like all these regions is Caucasian. It's mostly Muslims, Sunni Muslims, and they are adopted the radical, and they are gathering troops in Syria to have jihad on Lebanon, because the Lebanon president is Christian, and the army of the Lebanese leader is a Christian, and these jihadists they don't want the Christians to have any existence in the Levant. And the Israelis, they don't have any problem. They only want to have Julan Heights. They say to Al Julani, go ahead, take out Lebanon. The Americans just like they're gonna do that, like the Israelis telling them. They don't have much to say. They just they have this to help create greater Israel, as President Trump wants, who is always saying that Israel is very tiny. They need to expand. But they have a lot of people, millions of soldiers coming from the Muslim countries. As we speak, gathering troops on the border with Lebanon, preparing for invasion. So this is all the Gog and Magog mentioned in the Holy Bible, in the Old Testament Bible, and New Testament Bible, and the Quran. So we are talking about biblical times here. So this is Spaceship of King Anu here, and of course this is 3 days ago, 9 p.m. And we have very, very intense earthquake swarm in Mount Rainier, who we're gonna talk about later on. This one is gonna take this one. This one will be maybe fun. Feels like it is not most important news because of the earthquakes that is happening everywhere, people. This is about global, about the globe. This is 11 of July, 10 p.m. I made it big for you. You see it here. This is very nice. I'm gonna put this one. Again, this is spaceship of Uranus, the father of Jesus Christ, also known as Anu or King An. See this one, people. And we see it in Greece, around Turkey, and this maybe will cause a tsunami will hit Lebanon, Syria, and Israel. Um, and we are fearing that the Mount Rainier will go off. It doesn't have to explode. Only the gas coming out. It will melt the ice, and the ice will fall on the cities nearby. And Yellowstone, we have two earthquakes in Yellowstone. Yesterday, 2.3 and 2.8 and 2.6. Actually, three earthquakes in the middle of the volcano location. Nobody's speaking about it. You need to check the earthquake. Be prepared. Anything can happen, people. Very, very worry what's happening on planet Earth. Spaceship looking on. We have the signs. We know that our Father will never leave us, and He will protect His children from any harm. So this is a spaceship of King On. You see how it's doing, changing all the time and stuff. And you have it here as well. You see, this is another picture, and then it becomes like that. Maybe this one is good. And then it changed form here and becomes like that. And then it turns around here. Before it turns around, you see how it's doing. See how some this connected stuff, and here it becomes like that. And this is the guy, I believe. I don't know if it's some kind of it is he has burnt skin or something. I don't know what it is. Very strange. This is the 12th of July. Yesterday, you see 9 p.m. You see here Spaceship of Piano. I made it big for you. I'm gonna show. And then this is another sighting also from yesterday. 7 minutes later on, oh, the same sighting. So this is a spaceship of King Anu. It went like here, like this here, and then turned around in the middle. You're gonna see it. So it started here. You see here. Started here above this building. And I made it big for you. You see here, going up, up, and you see how it's doing. This one's you see stretching. You see how stretching. And here. And so we are, according to the prophecies in the Holy Quran and the Holy Bible, both Old and New Testament, the Battle of Armageddon is very, very near. They are gathering millions of troops in Syria, Lebanon, and Israel, preparing. You know that in case the jihadists invade Lebanon, these are talking about Americans threatening about it, and Israelis will supply bombing, carpet bombing Lebanon, and jihadis will go in from all the borders surrounding Lebanon, Israel, and Syria. And of course, they're gonna do some kind in the water, American ships. They're gonna surround Lebanon totally like they have done in Gaza. And they're gonna do in Lebanon like they're gonna do in Gaza. This is the plan. They wipe out these people because they are been worshiping other deity. Talking about the ancestor worship. Talked about the difference between the people in Gaza, not Sunni and Shia in Iran. This is because they worship the same God. About the ancestor worship. We know that Persian king Kurush, he worshipped Marduk, who is the god of the Gog and Magog. Marduk, Mared, the giant, and Og, Magog. So Marduk is the first letter M, and Gog, Magog is Marduk or Margog or Gog and Magog. So this is the people of Marduk, Mordechai, the enemy of El, who was worshipped in Gaza and in Ashdod thousands of years ago. And we remember this time from the Samson took him as soldier, as a hostage, and he did the suicide bombing. Although it was nothing, not no bomb, but he drew the walls, and he was tied to the wall, and he drew the wall, and the temple went down. And we talked about the Samson, his name's from the god Shamas, who is the sun. So we go back to Baal worship, and we know that the sun conquered the sea, and this is Yam. Then we get the Yah in Jesus. They say Yahushua. This is the Yam, the ocean. We know that Baal defeated the Yam. It is a Eucharistic story. This is about Marduk defeating our mother, the ocean, Tiamat. This is the Baal Marduk, and Marduk is called Baal. And this is the god of the Gog and Magog. So we see here, we make a connection, what's going on in the world. And Allah, he said, he's going to penetrate the air defenses of the Americans and the Israelis, meaning an imminent attack will hit America and Israel from above. This is was mentioned in the Holy Quran. I explained how. Please watch my previous video to understand how this will happen. Meanwhile, they are marching troops against Lebanon, and they are gonna go invade Lebanon, which for them it is very easy because they have a lot of troops. Like they can get 1 million troops. All Lebanon is like 2 or 3 millions, but we have 2 million Syrians inside Lebanon, refugees. They put their hope that these guys also are gonna mess up the situation and they create havoc inside Lebanon. This had problem inside Lebanon and from the outside in the borders. They feel like this very easy. Take in Lebanon, you have the Israelis, you have the Americans, you have the Arabians, Gulf states, the Europeans, all against Lebanon. This is sounding more like Gaza stuff. And the prophecy in the Revelation about Gog and Magog, spaceship of King Anu the Most High. And this one, it goes up to this, above this construction, and then it turns around and goes like this. So very, very bad situation for the people living in the Levant. And they feel this is very easy to capture Lebanon and do whatever, slaughter Christians and Druze and Shia and Yazidi, take them like slaves and stuff, jihadis, with the blessing of President Trump, who is facing internal problem because of the Epstein. He said we have no information about who were going to these parties and raping children and stuff, small girls. And Epstein, they killed himself. We don't know much about this stuff. President Trump, he promised to reveal all these scandals, but then they said we don't have any list. We don't know who were in these parties, but we know that Trump was filmed in one of these parties together with Epstein, who money says Mossad agent, and this is how they put in a difficult situation by filming him and stuff like that. So this is stuff. See here, spaceship of King Anu. This is what's following. This is this is a fleet, UFO fleet accompanying spaceship of the Most High Anu. This is also a picture. This is the morning star, people. You see, this is the morning star, and this here you have something coming down. See this light, people. This is Planet X. Most probably, I'm not saying 100% sure. I'm saying this is something in the sky. And I believe it is an IBIRU. Also, the morning star, the New Jerusalem, seen in the sky. You have this one. This is a star. See the star, people. I could put it on live, but I rather not. I don't have any problems. This stuff is not supposed to be out. And this is why my channel is not just like now. Nobody's watching. I'm live because they don't like what I'm talking about and be cut. Because I just read from the Holy Quran and the Holy Bible, and I try to explain what's going on. So nothing from me. Always I put links and stuff like that. So let's go back to the earthquakes here. Let's see if anything happened. This is America warning Lebanon. And using this former terrorist Al-Julani, ISIS, killed a lot of Americans and was forgiven to help greatest. And we have people from all these countries joining in to this jihad against the infidels in Lebanon. With the blessing of President Trump. And this is how we go to California. This is the earthquake people I was talking about. If you look here, you'll see the time. This is we have it is 13. Where I'm at is 12 July. See, 2352, 2344. California, 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 and so on. It's rumbling. So we have 2.4 California, 2.5 California. This is all yesterday or today. 2 is not California, though it is nearby. This region. Even Mexico, they put it sometimes. This is California 1.8 yesterday. So 2.3 yesterday, California. 2.2 California. See, people, this is. See, you got the picture here. See, we got here anything. Maybe. No, the sun is up. So, sun is up. So here we have a map. This is Greece. I was talking about Greece. You see here 1.7. This is 13 July 6.6, not 6:37, 6 a.m. And 2 minutes before that, 1.8. 4 minutes before that, 1.5. And this is where it's popping up. So check this one. 1.7. This is the latest. And this is the map. They show popping up all these circles are earthquakes. If you put your finger here, you get. This is yesterday, 2.6. So all these earthquakes will create. If one biggie is occurring, or is earthquake happening here, or volcano eruption. We have a lot of volcanoes here nearby, near Napoli. It will trigger a tsunami that will hit all this coastline because the water will be forced to expand and to go down here, all this region until here. So a possible tsunami will hit Israel, Lebanon, and Syria if this continues, and if an earthquake, a big earthquake, will occur. So you see, 1.7, 1.8, 1.5. Every 3-4 minutes we have an earthquake. This is not a high magnitude, but if you put all this pressure on the sea and on the crust, you will have a tsunami. Talking about all this stuff, you put it together. Yeah, this activity is not normal, people. Never seen anything like this. So if you put, if you like pick this one, 2.8, you go this, you put like this, you want to get more information about it, you see the map where it hit. Between Greece and Turkey. So this is Greece. Earthquakes of the last 2 days in Greece. This is the link, you can watch it. Geophysics. Point geological EUA.gr. A lot of earthquakes. This is 3.9. Let's see what hit yesterday. 3.9. You don't have information about that. North of Argustuli. This is where it hit. So we have here a lot of volcanic here around Napoli, and I believe here also as well. Anyways, go check this one. This is Yellowstone. I was talking about one. This one, 2.7. You see the map, Idaho Falls. This is Wyoming. This is near Yellowstone, people. It's 2.7 magnitude earthquake struck on Yellowstone National Park, Wyoming. 11 of July, 0.4 a.m. and minor magnitude felt in surrounding areas. Stay updated. This is Yellowstone hit 2 days ago. And we have here also, this is good one, volcano. This is earthquakes and the volcanoes. This is here, we see here California 1.4, New Zealand 3.1, 1.4 Texas 2.8, Chile 1.6. So this is always updated. This is a biggie here. Yellowstone 2.7 is a biggie for Yellowstone because it may trigger pressure and stuff will happen. And this is actually here the map of Yellowstone. You see it here, people. And this is the one Here, put it like 2.8. See where it hit? Hit here near this, and this one also same spot, and this one here. So this is Yellowstone here. You see, you read Yellowstone National Park, and this is popping up, popping up. You see all these areas. Put your finger here, you get where it hit 2.1. This is the beginning of this month, but these are the recent ones. You see. Here up. You see, 12 July, 1.6. This is Yellowstone, all this region. 2.3. This is yesterday, people. 2.8. 1.9. Never been a. We got nine earthquakes in this region every month. Now you have like 10, 1 point magnitude each day. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 earthquakes, magnitude 1 or 2 in Yellowstone in one day yesterday. And we had today 2.3, 2.8 yesterday, 2.3 today. And we had even 2.6. So let's see other places. So it's ongoing everywhere, people. This is very, very worrying. I cannot see here. This is here supposed to be edge of the flat Earth, like it is some kind of a cube, and this is the sides. So this is northern side, eastern side, western side, eastern side, southern side. According to the flat Earth theory, so this is the edge of Earth. And you see here the edges, like this ball. To say this is the Earth, okay? And it has two sides. One side here and one side here. This is where the pressure gathers. This is how the magnetic forces affect the Earth. And we know that some stars, they explode all the magnetic forces. But this is why the planets are spheres, also because of the magnetic forces in balance, come like sphere, gather together. And this is the edges of the Earth. Where is the pressure put? Meaning this is a magnetic external force put on the Earth crust. Very, very worrying indeed. You see 5.1. And this is Samoa here. This is Samoa 5 point. This is yesterday, 17 hours ago. This is Samoa near Australia. This is also Kamchatka. This is Russia. Near Alaska. See here. You have even here, this is the Mount Rainier, where it is very, very worrying because you see here Mount Rainier. You see 20, 20, 31, 20, 20 half hour, 1.6. 0.3, 0.1, 1.7. So this is, I showed this one in my previous video. This is very. Here we have maybe a map. This is the map. See here, 0.4, 2.3. So this is here supposed to be, you see here Yellowstone. Here is Yellowstone, Wimi, Idaho, and this is where it is a mountain, Mount Rainier, this area, where in the box, the red box. This is where you have and these guys, you see these guys, these are the top of the mountain. You see here, maybe you didn't understand what I was talking about. Mount Rainier National Park. You see these guys? They gathered on the top of the mountain, meaning some kind of a liquid is gathering on the top of the mountain, and this liquid is most probably lava and will explode. Most probably, I'm speculating here. Let's hope not. All this region will go down. This ice, this is 4,000 meter high mountain. It will go up all this region into Seattle. From here to here, all this region will be affected in case it will pop up. So we had another one, Oklahoma City 2.5. Oklahoma City, this is now 1 hour ago, 50 minutes ago. France, Vanuatu, Argentina 1 hour ago. You see, it's very. So yeah, this is very what's going on. So that's all, people. It's been 1 hour, and we are keeping a look around Greece area, look around Mount Rainier in Western USA, around Yellowstone, and this is where we're watching, even California. So that's all, people. Blessings.